Ningependa kukujua, penda kukujua, penda kukujua, ningependa kukujua, penda kukujua, penda kukujua, penda. Hi, this is Akoth Jumadi and karibuni to talk about Minawe.
So this next track we just released yesterday, and it's coming out with our album that's called Yonika, which means the way is here. That is set for release somewhere in July, August. But Kwanzaa, we have to give you a taste of how it feels. And this is a song to a lover, a potential lover. Kuna mtu unadai. Yeah, this is the song. So yeah, we spent so much time in the coast, me and Henry. And one time we were in Zanzibar, and it was so beautiful. So come with me, come in my brain. Let me tell you what I'm thinking. So there's blue skies, and there's the beach, and then there's the breeze. Kuna mnazi, kuna mbaazi. Vijana wanakasawa sana, na wasichana we hata wale wako katikati pia. Everybody looked so beautiful. And this is an ode to traveling more, to sing more, to loving more, to getting to know these places that we would like to know, these places we'd like to go. This is an ode to that. So, whoop!
I've been doing well, I've been doing good, working here and there, trying to do to Mojambili, but I've been well, the universe has been kind. First of all, my folks came, my mom and my dad were present, so that was really nice. They always come, but like together, they haven't seen me play Wakiwa Pamoja in a while, so that was really good. And we'd been rehearsing and getting prepared for a long time. The energy felt right, so everything came out really well. We had our visuals in check, and then of course we had you come through with the video. And it's so nice to see people actually really like the song and get into it. So I'm glad Minawe was released the previous day. So it was really good. I think this one was different because people had heard it before when it was released, so people are also very excited to hear it live. We played it live before, but then this was special because then it was just released now, like the studio version. So that was really nice. And I didn't expect so many people would come. I was a bit worried. I was like, people really come through. And then as the performance progressed, like Wasioka come and what all gonna dance, and yeah, it felt so special because people actually came through to see the show and they showed love, and I think for an artist that is everything. Minawe is the first song of the upcoming album that's set for release mid-2022, and so the first project was Ereo, which means Where is the Way, and experiences surrounding that. Now the next project is called Yonika, which means the way is here, and it's also experiences surrounding that particular theme, and it's nice. It's a new project. It's my it's my debut album, and yeah, it has so much love in it, so much influence, so much freedom, so much observation, so much need and yearning for us to really sort of determine what is our relationship with the people around us, with the environment, with our environment, and what role do we play in contributing to the collective liberation of people, of African people. Yes. So yeah, it's a compilation of, you know, a couple of songs, and we're gonna be releasing a few songs that are already being recorded. So yeah, I'm excited, I'm happy. Some of it is recorded live. It's mixed and mastered by One Vibe, Brian Robin, who's like Kisumu based, but now I think he's moved back to Nairobi. Big shout out to Robin, by the way. And yeah, and that's info I won't also give now because we're still doing the final compilation of everything else and like doing the completion of it all. So I won't say now, but it's gonna be nice. We have a couple of guest appearances, and some of the concepts in the album is very heavy, slightly political. So we'll see how that goes. They're related actually. It's like the whole, for me, I think I approach albums in like telling a story. And there's the beginning, there's the introduction, there's the climax, then there's the sort of bridge and like coming back to the outro. And that's the same way I'm approaching this album. So every song is definitely going to be related to the other. But Mina Way is a special song because we birthed it sort of in Zanzibar when my guitarist Henry and I were traveling. And I remember we had really long sets, so most of the times we just jam. And we've been living in the coastal Zanzibar, and it's such a beautiful place with such beautiful energy, and it would rub off on you. And I think it rubbed off on us. And it was about wanting to get more of this, wanting to get to know more of this beautiful place and this beautiful people, and hoping that this music will take us to even further places. And it's an ode to Zanzibar, but it's also an ode to being influenced by the Swahili coast and the music there. Because in my time in Zanzibar, I was introduced to Biki Dude and Siti bin Saad, who are like very legendary female musicians from Zanzibar, and you hardly ever see that. So listening to them a lot, and also just, you know, being influenced to listen to my own inspirations, and I sort of like bridged the gaps, and I was like, I love Swahili music, I love Swahili culture, and definitely it's an ode to feeling that love, it's an ode to that culture, which also affects me or sort of like identifies me as a person. So yeah, ilikuwa poa sana, it was really nice, and that's basically about Mina Way. It's wanting to get to know someone, wanting, even the vibe, if you really listen to the song, the vibe it gives you is that feeling of nostalgia, but also boldness, but also freedom. But yeah, like, ningependa kukujua, ningependa nikufahamu, you know? It's Swahili poetry and Tarab music are like a really huge influence. So Mina Way had to be the first record because it really explained how I was feeling at the time, the mood I was in at the time, and yeah, it had to be first. We knew it was pre-planned. Tutaiweka as the first release, and also as people were getting more familiar with my style and my sound, also challenged myself to write more in Swahili, and yeah, yes. The song has actually grown and changed and grown and changed. The lyrics came before because it was someone that I wanted to get to know. And in my head, it was, this person was the Sultan. Kila mtu anajua kumhusu, kila mtu anamuongelelea. It's someone who's very special or well known in a space, and people talk about this person. So I was like, huyu ni nani, nimemsikia tu, lakini hakika hoja ni vyema tukikutana, you know? Like who knows what might come out of us meeting. And the words came first, and then the melody. It's something that I actually went through. Yeah, it was a beautiful experience though. I ended up actually getting to know this person, and it was beautiful to be in a different place and to meet someone whose energy is beautiful and who you'd like to connect with, and you actually end up doing that. So it was a very beautiful experience. Yes. And we were also playing a lot of jazz at the time, so Henry really came through, and we were sort of like merging genres as well, because it's quite jazzy from the guitars, and then from the singing is like Swahili, and then as it progresses there's some funk to it. So it was really also experimenting with all these genres and having them like sound so beautiful. This Henry actually plays it. A big shout out to Henry Nguge, by the way. So it was like bam 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 dang 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 dang. I really love that one. That was done by Henry, and then there was the intro as well. It's just ding 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 ding. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's like usually we're rehearsing, and it's so beautiful, I think, to be in a band, because whenever we rehearse we get like different ideas. Like someone will be like, no, hapo ngoja kidogo, hebu fanya hiyo tena, ama rudisha hii, ama toy, ama tukifanya hivi itakuwa vipi. So it's like also growing so much as a band, and just having us explore all these ideas during rehearsals. And yeah, the ideas keep growing and evolving the more we play it. So yeah, jam sessions and rehearsals with the band is always fun. It was intentional to drop all of it at the same time, because also I think I wanted to give people something to see and listen to at the same time. So it was like I also don't want to like promote the audio first and then promote the video first, because that's like a lot of work and a lot of logistics involved as well. But I just wanted to give it out as it was. It was like gift yenye, a complete gift. This was a very funny story, because I was playing in Diani. I was having a show in Watamu, and a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to play a show in Diani, and I said yes, I'm around. And a friend of mine recently moved to Diani, so when I met her, her boyfriend had also just like moved in, and the boyfriend happened to be a videographer who's Bevan Kate, who'd worked with someone else as well who I knew. And so my friend was also like, when you go to Diani, meet these people, and we actually met and we vibed, and the energy was right. So I felt, next time I come back, because I was going back for a festival again. So it was like, next time I come back, I want us to shoot and do something. And we actually ended up shooting and doing something so amazing. And we both, Bevan came up with most of the concept, something that would work for the coast and where we were at the time. So basically that, and then just like exchanged a few ideas here and there. Yeah, shout out Brian, Robin at Beat Music. We had so much fun because at the time we were working on many other projects. So to record live, which was so nice. And I remember we were all in the studio at Trying X. And shout out to Gits, by the way. And yeah, we recorded this live, and then because my producer was out of town, and the whole recording was done by Gits. And then now when he came back, then we did the vocals on top, and my producers chopped it into what it is kind of now. It was very long, and I think there's so many parts here to chop, but still, like, at the end of the day, the essence of the song came out so well and so nice, and that was really good. I think for a live musician, there's always a compromise, because when the sound, because this is not like Franco Madilu days, So the track definitely you have to put into consideration things like, radio time. So you could do radio edits and then extended versions. But I really am happy with the way it came. It's like a 5 minute, 40-second track, which is quite long. But I think it came out as I wanted it to. And I'm also really big on still pushing live instrumentation in music. So that, because I love the feel of like the whole instrument and everyone in the band. You also get to listen to them very well. So yeah, I'm happy with the outcome. It's out on all major platforms. It's out on YouTube, on Boomplay, on SoundCloud, on Apple Music, on Amazon. On Bandcamp, it goes for, I think it goes for $3 only. And I also have a PayPal. So if you guys would like to contribute or buy the song, stream it, it goes a long way. So yeah. Usani as well, please. I have an Usani portal, an Usani profile rather. So just go on and think sababisha. Just to fellow artists, just keep doing your work. Be honest in your work and in your expression. And I learned something really important, which is that we create healing through our work or our art by remembering that which has been forgotten and honoring it. So I feel like for me, and also if other artists would be interested in doing so, just keep pushing and honoring and appreciating who we are and what we are and what we represent now. And look forward to better things and better projects and better songs from the album. Definitely good things, big things are planned.